Welcome back everyone to Catherine's Plates, where it's always simple, easy, and delicious in my kitchen. Yes, look at all of these apples. It is time to make an apple pie. I'm so excited to show you my recipe. Okay guys, grab you some apples, or in my case here, lots of apples, and let's make a pie. Okay, to get started, you're going to have your apples all nice and washed up and ready to go. I've got an apple core and an apple peeler. Now I've got a large bowl sitting over here. I'm going to fill it up with some water. And we're going to prepare this for our apple slices so they don't get brown as we are slicing up other apples. Alright, that's good there. And to that, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. Now this will prevent the apples from going brown on you, okay? Now you can put lemon juice in there if you want to, but it just gives it a more kind of a tart flavor, and we're already going to have lemon juice in the mixture, so I don't want to double that. Alright, so let's go ahead and start coring and peeling our apples here. Okay, so I've just got our big peeler here, and I'm just peeling off all of the skin that I can get to. Now, these are Gala apples, so you can use Granny Smith apples, but we find those a little too tart for us, and so we use the Gala apples. It's a good baking apple. Now I'm just going to take my core and go all the way down to the bottom through the apple. There we go. Can y'all see in there? Alright, let's go ahead now and cut our apple in half. Now we're going to slice these apples really thin, okay, about between 1/8 and 1/4 of an inch. That way it's not like a crispy apple in your pie. It'll be a softer apple in there. Okay, so what I'm doing now is cutting these about 1/4 of an inch thick. Yep.
I was going to eat that piece. I like that Gala apples.
Well, take a pic. I know my husband's favorite apples are the Gala apples.
This piece right here.
There we go. Okay. Now I'm just cutting this on the edge of the apple here to make slices. I'll show y'all what's going on here, just like that. Just watch your fingers. When you get to the really close to the edge of the apple, just use the guard here and use that. There you go. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, so my pie is a double crusted pie, and I love to use this refrigerated pie crust. Y'all, if you haven't tried this pie crust right here, it is so delicious. Now you've seen me, or maybe you haven't seen me, use this pie crust for other pies, like the chocolate pecan pie we made. That was so good. And also it was really good for the sweet potato pie I made. Now if you haven't seen those, I will link those down below in my description box for you to see. Okay, so what you do is you pull it out of your refrigerator about 5 to 10 minutes before you need to roll it out into your pie plate. Now I'm using a 9-inch deep dish pie plate here. Now it comes rolled up like this, and so you just kind of get it started. Alright, so we're just going to unroll it. Alright, when you unroll it, just place it into your pie plate, kind of evenly around the whole thing. Push down all the way to the sides and the bottom, pushing into the sides. We're not going to crimp right now around the edges because we do have another sheet of pie dough that we're going to place over this, and then we'll work with that. Okay, let's go ahead now and make our pie filling. Alright, so I've taken my apples out of the salted water and I dried them really good before I put them in the bowl here. Now we do have 6 cups of sliced apples. To that, we're going to add 3/4 cup of sugar. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 1/4 teaspoon of some salt, 1 tablespoon of some lemon juice that I freshly squeezed. And then we're going to put half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And I've got some nutmeg here, and we're going to put 1/8 of a teaspoon right here. There we go. That's it. We're going to mix this all together till it's well combined. Ooh, guys, oh my gosh, freshly cut apples smell delicious. And then you add these other ingredients. Okay, I believe we have everything all coated. So let's go ahead and we're going to bring our pie crust back over here. Okay, let's add our apples. We're going to put the other pie crust on top. All right, I'm going to start unrolling my second pie sheet here. And then we're going to place this evenly over the pie, our apple filling here. And then what we're going to do is take the edging of our top pie crust and we're going to kind of put it over and under that bottom pie crust. And then crimp them together with your fingers. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take a knife and I'm going to cut 4 small holes in the center. You need a vent hole, so whatever you do, just make sure you put a nice size hole in your pie here. Okay, so what I have here is an egg wash, and I just beat together 1 egg and a little bit of water, and I'm just going to take my pastry brush here and I'm just going to coat the top of my pie crust here. All right, what we're going to do now to finish this off is to add some sugar, just a light coating of sugar on top of the pie here. Okay, our apple pie is ready to go into the oven that's been preheating at 425 degrees. Now it will go in for about 40 to 45 minutes. Keep an eye on this. When your crust gets to the color that you desire, like a nice golden brown, you can actually tint some tin foil over this, okay, so your crust doesn't get too brown. Okay, I've got my piece here, and you can't have it without some vanilla ice cream. That crust is so flaky. Oh my gosh. Okay, waiting 2 hours for it to cool. Go find you something to do that'll go by quick. This is so delicious. Fresh apples make this, you guys. Who's making an apple pie? Thumbs up, comment down below. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you'll always know when these shows are posted. All right, guys, I will see you on my next episode.